Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episode 4 of Reacher. What'd you think of the last episode?
It was intense.
Yeah, I think last episode was the best so far.
Yeah, I agree. You know, all of the characters that we're kind of following are pretty much established at this point.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're still going to learn more and more about them, but I feel like now we're like into the nitty gritty of the story.
Yeah, and they're working closer together.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting along. They're building some bonds. So it feels like a real team now.
Yeah, I love this trio. I think they all bring a lot to the table.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't like kind of one just straggling along or
Yeah,
whatever.
there's no outlier. They have their pros and cons and they all balance each other very well.
Yes.
So it's making the show very exciting.
Yeah. So I'm loving this. Obviously, it's really awesome to watch Reacher just like kick ass.
Yeah.
And then really love Roscoe. Finley's also great. Last episode got a good jump scare with Finley.
Yeah, him getting attacked and he had his kind of shining moment too, where he's like, oh shit, I forgot his dad's name, but he's like, you ain't my daddy or something. Even Reacher was making fun of him about it, but it was a badass line, so
yeah,
it was great.
Yeah, so essentially now it's pretty obvious that Kleiner Industries is very involved.
Yeah.
And then we have multiple people we can't trust already. We have multiple dead people, so a lot going on. Most recently, Spivey is dead.
Spivey's dead and he killed the 2 South Americans.
Yes, so I feel like there's obviously going to be a lot more death and destruction.
Yeah, a lot more death and destruction. But Reacher will save Kleiner for the very end. He will burn everything down to the ground and then kill Kleiner.
Yeah, so we're trying to put the pieces together at the same time. We're not as quick as Reacher.
No, he's way too good and fast. But I'm loving it so far and I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, me too.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction to this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on our Instagrams, Twitch, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episode. Oh, okay. Thankfully, this is a deep trunk.
Yeah, I was going to say you fit all 3 in there?
Barely. Oh, the second it wouldn't fit, I was like, oh, he's just going to crack this leg.
Ew!
Got it.
Oh, man.
I mean, I guess if you're dead, who cares, but...
Any luck tracking down Spivey?
Dead end.
Potential lead on your brother's rental car, off Rural Route 9.
Who else knows about it?
Only those who need to.
Yeah, I didn't think Reacher was going to be so willing to share the events of tonight with anyone. Just casually eating with a couple dead bodies.
Worked up an appetite.
No thanks.
Missing out.
Yeah, on heart disease.
Joe would have wanted an SUV for headroom.
Still doesn't mean it was your brother's. Could be stolen.
Would have been reported missing by now.
Is this Roscoe? Yeah, her truck.
You can send photos to forensics.
Old army trick.
Ketchup?
Acetic acid from ketchup. Salt for abrasion. Make a great metal cleaner.
Wow.
Some MacGyver shit here.
Yeah. Salt and ketchup.
You
Wow.
put that in your body.
Tastes good and cleans metal.
You told him you hit a dead end, not a dead body.
I know where you can find the South Americans, but they won't talk.
I'm a good interrogator.
Not that good.
Okay, he did tell them.
The real number's 8. Hubble's dead too. We just haven't.
Either not talking or saying the exact thing to piss me off.
Those bodies get found. We'll be flooded with state cops, county cops. We need to keep them hidden until we find out who killed Joe.
Oh man, Finley hates all of this.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Reacher's not wrong though.
Oh my God.
His legs.
I did that after.
It's like Tetris.
He got them in though. Oh, shot in the back.
You shot them in the back. You just told Finley they charged you.
This isn't the movies. I had a chance to kill him, and I did.
Ooh, especially about the civilian thing.
And the gun.
3 men from the village were abusing the boys.
Oh.
You can fill in the blanks. I sent the kids away, but stayed to give the adults a choice. I knew they'd come for me. I was ready.
Okay.
You have a problem with me killing people who hurt children? Because I want to know the kind of person I'm working with.
Ooh.
I guess I don't.
Now let's get to the airport and dump these bodies.
I don't think he lied to her.
No, I don't think so either.
And that's pretty valid story. The way that KJ talked about it was killing like civilians and stuff. Oh, I was like, could he not just go under or over that?
The car.
They're just gonna leave these bodies in the trunk of this car?
Wonder what that plate's for.
Yeah, because that wasn't on the car that she dropped off, right?
No. That was feed, but this is cement, no?
Yeah, but he's always thinking about something.
What kind of business Kleiner was in? He said trucking, real estate, chemicals. You know what he didn't say? Agriculture. It was a hell of a lot of animal feed.
Those bags have to be filled with just cash, I feel like. Just counterfeit cash.
King or two queens.
2 queens.
Only 2 queen I have left is a suite.
Not a problem.
Ooh, fancy.
Put it under Officer Welty. First name Eudora. Eudora.
Dora
You
Welty.
get all that cash.
From our friends in the trunk.
You guys are working for counterfeiters. You just paid for our room with counterfeit cash.
Not my problem. I can tell a lot about a person by their pseudonyms. Take from what you will, but I like forgotten vice presidents and Yankee second baseman.
If I'd known that, I would have checked us in under Willie Rudolph.
He's a little impressed, I think.
Talk to his wife, see if we can suss out why whoever killed Jobling wanted my brother dead too.
Is that jam hinges?
This won't keep him out, but it'll slow him down. Give me a few extra seconds to get my shot off.
Wow. Couple of toothpicks gives you a few extra seconds. Plus the door in the chair.
What if the maid busts in?
She'd be a very strong maid. Don't sleep with your head where it's expected to be either.
Jeez.
Molly Beth, take the train to 5 Point Station. No real security there. You want to meet her just as much as she does you to talk about Joe, so just talk.
That was good.
He's the only man I ever felt small next to.
Dang.
My brother was a very particular kind of person, so you must be special.
I cared about him, too. I will see you tomorrow.
Jeez, I hope she's safe.
I'm really worried about her. I'm glad they got to have that conversation, though.
Yeah.
If anybody tries to come through that door, shoot him.
Close your eyes. Okay.
Coming in hot.
Yeah.
Who's watching the door?
I feel like he kind of wasn't joking.
No, I don't think he was joking.
Husband's murdered. No leads. She's not gonna be liking cops too much. I'll talk.
Okay.
Is this gonna make things awkward?
As far as I'm concerned, it changes nothing. I've got a job to do.
Okay.
I like how he still has the jacket with the tape that fixes it.
Guess it's okay to come inside. Pete's back in the kitchen,
Which one's Pete?
over in Brookhaven with his wife, Judy. Here's his address.
Thank you.
So Pete was the trucker?
Word's going around town you've been harassing Mr. Kleiner. Threatened to put a part of your anatomy up into a part of his anatomy. Kleiner is one of Margrave's most important citizens.
Immunity.
He suggested I consider removing you from your job. Find who killed our brother-in-arms. Inflated paycheck of yours can be pumped up a little bit more.
Wow.
You're not to do a single goddamn thing on this matter without my approval. You lose your career. Choice is yours.
That was a quick response by Kleiner.
Do I have your permission to take this call?
Don't fuck with me.
Hey, Pops.
Hey, I got that recipe you asked about. Prefer to just give you a copy.
Oh.
Dad, I can't leave right now.
I was like, that's not his dad.
They're doing okay.
That's what I like to hear.
Thank God they're still fine.
Man, and we were like, do we trust this guy?
Do need to go and relay some sensitive information about the investigation in person.
Crap.
We can't let any more people into the fold, but I'll only be gone a few hours.
Oh no, this is not good.
No one knows you're here. If the need arises, do not hesitate to use it. Hesitation will get you killed.
Unless it's him, just shoot.
Yeah. Ugh.
There you go.
It's a real nice place.
Yeah.
Why don't you care that your husband's dead?
I warned him over and over that it was going to catch up to him. You know any other truck drivers with a place like this? You ever say anything? Knew he'd piss off the wrong person eventually.
That wrong person shot your husband from behind. Left him to die in a field. Someone I care about was killed too. So if you have anything to share, share it now.
Those AC units had to be filled with something.
I could show you the boxes.
Oh.
I feel like that's huge.
They might be stuffed with money.
I assume he took the units, reboxed them, sold them on the black market. Amazing what you'll tolerate when a guy can throw a good hump into you.
Okay.
He was always getting calls at all hours, running out, not coming home for days. Women can only take so much, right? Can bury his ass in Potter's Field for all I care.
Okay.
2S3W. Got it. On our way.
Probably would have to move more ACs than General Electric to afford. Malibus, did your brother shut down counterfeiting on U.S. soil?
Bills are produced in South America by whoever employed the guys we left in long-term parking. Fills the empty box with only cash, takes them back up to Margrave for distribution, but not before he skims them off the top for himself.
You sound confident.
Wow.
It's a working theory.
It's a pretty great theory.
2S3W, 2 blocks south, 3 west of Picard's office.
Count to 4, then follow.
I like this whole breakdown. 2S3W.
Yeah.
What about Charlie and the kids? Who's watching them?
Nobody, but she can handle herself for a couple hours. Plates get pinged at a motel 40 miles outside Margrave. Both car and motel are under the name Ron Hassey.
That's Joe. He used the names of Yankees backup catchers.
Might have left something important behind.
It's possible.
Ooh.
Do me a favor, guys. Hurry up and close this thing out. I'm stuck in the sticks and I'm gonna lose my job.
Now get back quickly, please.
I have confidence that she could hold her own,
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron Hassey stayed here.
but I hope she doesn't have to.
Briefcase and a garment bag. Picked up about 20 minutes ago.
What?
Ron Hassey, about medium height, foreign, maybe Hispanic or something.
Oh, crap.
That briefcase is as good as gone.
Briefcase doesn't matter. And he knew someone might come after him, so we'd put him where they wouldn't look. What would you do?
Get lost before his giant brother found me.
Keep the briefcase, dump the garment bag.
Fuck.
Dang.
It's probably in the garment bag.
If you're as smart as I think you are.
God, Reacher's so fast. Oh, it's lined with notes.
No way.
Oh, it's ripped.
Looks like a punch list.
Fucking kidding me. How many South Americans are there?
Harder to hit us if we split up. 3.
Man, that shocked my heart. There's just the one car, right?
Yeah.
They gotta, like, trap him somewhere. Maybe just like that. Oh, they're literally stuck. Oh. Crap.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Roscoe. Reacher's out of bullets.
I mean, I feel like they shouldn't kill him.
Oh my god. How are you still alive, dude? And fighting back?
You just killed my cousin. Now I'm gonna pinch your skull all over the...
Oh, God. Good shot, Roscoe.
I feel like he didn't have any bullets left in that.
Thanks.
Reacher seemed pretty... Oh.
You made them follow you.
So you'd stay alive.
I don't need you looking out for me. I'm a fucking cop, not some girl who needs your protection.
Clearly.
And what the hell were you thinking?
I was thinking when Joe died, there was almost no one left in the world I cared about. And then I met you, and I felt better. Come on, we gotta change a tire.
Dang, I thought it was just a good tactic.
I figured it was something he would have done regardless.
Yeah.
But he did take that opportunity to let her know how he felt.
Find anything?
Yeah, and then a couple guys found us.
More bodies.
2 more.
Stevenson took the car from Picard and forwarded it to the main line.
I don't know. Maybe Stevenson's innocent act is just that, an act.
Surviving in the trunk of that car, there was surveillance gear. It's not a stretch to think they listen in on parabolic mics.
Oh man, this is getting real complicated.
Pretending to be concerned about the Hubbles. God, that sneaky piece of shit. They beat us there.
Yeah, well, we're the ones that walked away.
What about the Paul's family? Did they decipher that?
Yeah.
It's good we were careful around Stevenson.
Is it
I
Stevenson?
don't know. Yeah, I feel like Stevenson's fine.
Your boy pummeled a brigadier general's son.
My boys were only standing up for Billy Dossett.
His dad's thinking about his career, as should you, Stan. And your kid smashed another kid's face. He's gonna find some reason to bust you down a rank, cut your pay.
Wow.
Shit assignment in Germany. Gonna torpedo my whole career. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
It's not fair that you get in trouble.
You should have thought of that before you did what you did.
I'm gonna take care of this.
No.
You're 12, Reach. I'm not letting you get involved.
Dang. I like when we go back and we get like a few pieces of history of their childhood.
Joe never did anything by mistake.
Well, PH is obviously Paul Hubble. WB. The next one's SC. That's New York.
I think JW's 901's the area code there. Already been to Jolving's garage. Empty boxes that didn't tell us anything we didn't already know.
Let's run a search on these numbers, see who they belong to.
Or we could call them.
Or we can do that.
Take the mystery number.
I'll try New York.
Memphis.
United States Environmental Protection Agency.
EPA?
So WB is William Bryant, economics professor at Princeton.
My number went to the economics department at Columbia, also at the European conference, also back in 3 days.
2 economic professors?
Memphis office of the EPA. For animal feed.
Okay, you gotta give the last one a rest.
It was a hell of a lot of animals. Joe was looking into crooked agents at the federal level. They can do a lot more damage to college professors.
Molly Beth lands in less than an hour.
I know a PI who can help.
Ooh, bringing someone else in?
She hasn't let me down once. How'd you know it was me?
Only person with my private number other than my dad.
I'm gonna run it down fast and clean. Ready? He was looking into counterfeiting in Georgia. Last week he got too close to the truth. Someone killed him for it.
You okay?
My brother was killed, not me. That's all I have. Number and initials.
All I need if you want to talk.
We just did.
It's Reacher.
You're an emotional dumpster fire.
She always talk to you like that?
Sometimes she speaks her mind.
Hope you like 38 special.
Oh, you're serious?
It says Molly Beth's plane lands in 15 minutes.
She's just dropping off papers so she doesn't have any checked bags.
I'm very, very worried about Molly.
Yeah.
So we should get there between 1 and 6 minutes before she does, depending on traffic.
How is she gonna find us?
She knows what Joe looks like, and I look like Joe.
That stands out.
No, you're a blues guy, Reacher, but come on. You gotta feel this.
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Nope.
she made it.
She wants to meet us at the top of the escalator.
Don't let her out of your sight.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Where is she?
Crap.
Missed us and walked right by.
No one misses me when they walk by.
She's taken.
Sorry.
Damn it, she was right here. Oh.
Oh, shit.
And it's empty.
Ugh.
Are you kidding me?
Joe.
Jeez. All right, that was episode 4 of Reacher. What'd you think?
That was a rough episode.
Yeah, there was a lot of highs and a lot of lows in that one. Another really great episode.
Yeah, no, it was really great. I am just like super bummed about the end. Obviously, I was very worried about Mary Beth pretty much from the first time that we met her. But that was really sad, especially, you know, her last thing is thinking that she's with Joe.
Yeah, that's like just a stab to the heart that her last thing was Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, good for her to have like feel like she's with Joe and she smiled at the end. But I mean, this was already so personal to Reacher.
Yeah.
Now it's just another level that this whole investigation got someone who's clearly extremely important to Joe died.
Yeah. And the look on his face at the end there, that was like pure rage.
He was already going to tear this whole town apart. I don't know how he doesn't just go on a killing rampage in the next episode.
Right, which obviously he won't, but
but it's there.
Yeah, no, this is very personal at this point to a whole new level with Mary Beth.
In the beginning, you kind of had that conversation when Roscoe kind of told Reacher like, "Hey, she wants to talk about Joe. I know you want to talk about Joe. Just talk. Don't wait." Thank God they didn't wait, but they had that little conversation where you can see the good side of Reacher, where obviously he lost his brother, but he was still trying to comfort Molly Beth, Mary Beth, whatever her name is.
Oh, I thought it was Mary Beth, but maybe it's Molly Beth.
Yeah, so, but still, I mean, he was just trying to comfort her and, you know, tell her how important she probably was. And clearly how Joe talked about Reacher was just incredible. You know, that little line of like, he looked up to you even though you were his little brother, and then for Reacher to be like, he was the only person that like I felt small with.
Yeah,
Something-
small next to or something. Yeah.
Not in a negative way, but clearly like he was the only other person that had like the amount of respect that deserved.
Yeah, and he looked up to him,
Right.
even though he was probably much bigger than he was.
And we look at all of their stuff in the past. Clearly they have an incredibly strong bond and, you know, brothership.
Yeah, and Joe was always looking out for him and protecting him from a young age.
Right, because I feel like that situation in the past, Reacher did the bashing, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're getting at? I don't
Yeah.
know if it was told or...
No, I think that's what we're getting at. Obviously, we did see a little bit of the scene with the bully, and we just kind of see them walk in, and I don't think that we saw anything after that.
No, I feel like a car came up and they all ran. So I don't even really remember what scene they're even talking about or if we haven't even seen it yet. But I think those kids are the kids that they're talking about.
Right.
Clearly they have a very strong bond, or they did. So just super tragic for Reacher. We also kind of see how good of a guy Reacher is when we learn the truth about Baghdad. At least I feel like that was the truth.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't think that Reacher would lie to Roscoe, and I don't think that Reacher would kill anybody that was innocent.
No, that seemed like a real story. And that was another situation too, where Roscoe immediately noticed that Reacher shot those guys in the back. And I like that line where Reacher was like, this isn't the movies. I had an opportunity to kill him and I killed him.
Yeah.
Like, we're not playing games here. And I mean, it goes back to a lot of the fights. Reacher doesn't even give people to initiate or start a fight. If he's going to hurt you, he's going to hurt you.
Yeah. We also got to see how Reacher, obviously things heated up a little bit.
Very
with
heated.
Roscoe. But we also got to see, I mean, how strongly he feels for Roscoe, and that he was immediately knew that he needed to protect her when they were getting shot at.
And I feel like there are legit sides to both. I feel like Reacher wasn't lying when he was like, I was just trained to protect people. I think you could have put probably anyone in that situation and he would have tried to take the attention for himself.
Yeah.
And then you have Roscoe, who legitimately thinks that he did it because maybe he doesn't think highly enough about her. And I don't think that's the case.
No, I don't think so either.
But I'm sure Roscoe has dealt with a lot of similar attitudes towards her. You know, people counting her out or thinking that she can't handle herself.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it seems like she has a lot of, I don't want to say trauma, but I guess she has a lot of experience in kind of being underestimated.
Yeah.
She is very small, but she is mighty.
Yeah, small and mighty, yeah. I mean, she's the only one who can really rein in Reacher.
Yeah, I mean, she has the emotional intelligence to be able to connect with Reacher, obviously on a whole nother level now, and they have more of a relationship and more of a connection. But even from the get-go, she was able to do that, and I think that she's able to use her emotional intelligence to her advantage.
Yeah.
And obviously she's also very strong. She is very skilled. She's very smart.
Yeah.
So being underestimated, I'm sure, is just
frustrating.
Yeah.
And especially once you build that relationship with someone, you don't want them to treat you like that.
Yeah.
So I think both of their sides were totally honest, and it just, you know, mixed up that way.
Yeah, but I think they have a kind of mutual understanding, I think, now at this point, and I think that was really sweet that Reacher was able to kind of open up to her.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was huge. I mean, to pretty much, the best way I can describe it is kind of like slot her in as the most important person in his world. It probably was Joe. And I was also curious about the Baghdad thing. Why wasn't Reacher in communication with Joe this whole time when Joe was talking so highly? I don't think they had a falling out. I thought they did for some reason, but they were clearly super important to each other. Now that Joe's gone, he kind of told Roscoe, like, you're pretty much the only person left that I care about.
Yeah. So a lot of kind of sad moments in this episode as well, but we had a ton of interesting developments. Not really a whole lot of answers, more questions, but it's taking us in the right direction.
Yeah. I mean, we have the very wealthy truck driver. We had Kleiner, you know, put down the hammer with the new Chief Teal.
Yeah,
it was kind of
with
like
Finley.
Yeah, with Finley. We have the suspicion of, I already forgot his name, but the other police officer who...
I think Spencer?
Something like that. We can't quite tell if he's innocent or super guilty.
I think that he's okay. I want to say in my gut, I think that he's okay. And I think that there's other ways that they're finding out. Like Roscoe said, they had that, or Reacher said.
They had all that spy equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's still very hard to know who can we trust and who can we not. And yeah, I feel like we did get introduced to a lot more leads, but then just no idea where things are going still.
Yeah, and I am very now concerned about, I guess, the accountant's family. I forget their names.
Right. I forget their names too, but if whoever's listening in was able to find that motel room and beat them there,
yeah,
could they have also deciphered the location of Paul's family?
Right.
And we still don't know. Reacher talks about Paul as though he's just for sure dead, but I have a gut feeling that he's somehow more involved and actively a participant in this when he spent the last year lying about the job that he had.
Yeah, I think that Paul is a lot higher up in this scam.
Yeah, it's just interesting that we haven't seen him again. If he was just going to show up as a dead body, I feel like we wouldn't be investing so much time into his storyline.
Yeah, and his family too. I don't know. I feel like he's got to be high up in this.
That's what I'm feeling too.
But if that's the case, his family may be safe because I don't think that they're going to go after his family.
Yeah, unless he has a change of heart or something. I don't know.
Or unless he really screwed something up or screwed someone over.
He might be heavily involved, but he's still not the top dog. And when you do screw up in this organization, they literally make you eat your own testicles. So his family still might be in danger. But yeah, I mean, another strong episode for sure. Very sad moments throughout. One spicy scene. I feel like that's definitely gonna, continue to unfold throughout the rest of the season is their relationship, maybe. I mean, obviously with Roscoe being like, this doesn't change anything. It changes literally everything.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting, especially once Finley finds out.
Yeah, no, Finley is not going to be happy.
I'm really enjoying, especially that one line where he's like, you either don't say something or whatever you do say pisses me off. It's just like more bodies, a couple more bodies. Okay. That's another thing too. There's clearly more than just 2 South Americans here. We got up to 4. They're all dead. But if the counterfeit operation isn't being fulfilled, I guess, in America and it's being taking place in South America, yet it's being shipped up here, I feel like maybe there's going to be a more heavy influence on some other crime organization from South America. And Kleiner is they're probably just the middleman for whoever's actually in charge of everything down South America.
I agree. I don't think that Kleiner is in charge at all of this, but he's heavily involved.
Yeah, he's maybe the main dog here, but I think he answers to someone else.
And back to Finley real quick. I just wanted to say that I feel like everybody is kind of growing on their own. And I feel like Finley knowing and working with Reacher is gaining kind of more confidence. And he is letting himself be a little rougher around the edges.
Yeah.
Obviously the conversation last episode that he had with Kleiner, he got in trouble for it. And I feel like he knows how to kind of bring himself back and to be kind of the proper guy that he is. But in a lot of ways, like you said, that line that he said and everything, I feel like he's gaining this confidence, which I like to see.
Yeah, and I think that was Finley. I mean, it's easy to forget that he was a cop probably doing tons of stuff in Boston and then moved to Margrave wanting just like a peaceful life with nothing to deal with. So it's almost like he kind of started to shut down his old ways, and having Reacher back is maybe bringing him back to how he used to be before he just wanted to do nothing and retire practically.
Right. Yeah.
So it is really cool to kind of see all of them grow, especially Finley. But yeah, we left off with Molly or Mary Beth dying, and whatever those very, very critical and important documents are now gone.
Yeah, which is not going to be good.
And no clues on who grabbed her, where they went. I mean,
I know. I mean, I was hopeful that she would maybe get to say something.
Yeah, me too. But all she said was Joe.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Things are not in a good spot. I feel like every lead they get ends up dead. Or a dead end. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this continues forward.
Yeah, but loving the series so far. We are almost halfway.
Yeah, that was episode 4, right?
Yeah, I think there's 10.
I think there's only 8, actually.
Oh, so maybe we are halfway.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're coming in close.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Me too.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction to this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.